Have you ever wondered how the refrigerating effect is created inside a refrigerator, or how the low temperature is created inside a concealed space in a cold storage plant to store food items for a longer period of time? So here is the answer. Such cold storage plants or such refrigerators work on cycle named vapor compression cycle. There are four principal parts of vapor compression cycle: compressor, condenser, expansion valve and evaporator. Evaporator is that section where the low temperature has to be maintained for particular period of time. For creating such low temperature in the evaporator, vapor compression cycle starts with the compression process. Here the vapor refrigerant is compressed, that means its pressure is increased to a substantial amount corresponding to the low temperature which is to be created inside the evaporator. So after increasing the pressure of vapor refrigerant, such high pressure vapor refrigerant is supplied to the condenser. Here the condensation process is carried out. That means at constant pressure, the state of vapor refrigerant will be changed to liquid refrigerant. Now why this is done? State is changed in order to increase the heat absorption capacity of the refrigerant. The heat absorption capacity in liquid state is way more than its capacity in vapor state. That's why this condensation process is carried out in the condenser. Now how this is carried out? By using some cooling media, the heat will be absorbed out of the vapor refrigerant. That means the heat will be rejected from the vapor refrigerant with that cooling media, and because of heat absorption, at constant pressure the temperature will drop and the vapor state will be converted into liquid state. Now such liquid refrigerant is stored inside the receiver, and as and when required it will be supplied to the evaporator section in required quantity. So from receiver, such liquid refrigerant which is again at higher pressure, it will be supplied to the expansion valve where the pressure drop will be created. Now why this pressure is dropped inside the expansion valve? Because again to increase the heat absorption capacity of the refrigerant. At lower pressure the heat absorption capacity increases, and that's why this pressure is dropped in the expansion valve using the throttling process. So after carrying out the throttling process, the liquid refrigerant will be supplied at lower pressure to the evaporator, and finally in the evaporator the heat will be absorbed by such low pressure liquid refrigerant from the food items which are stored inside the concealed space. So this heat absorbed will carry out the evaporation of the refrigerant. That means the liquid refrigerant which will be supplied to the evaporator, it will be converted into vapor refrigerant. And again the same process will be carried out at constant pressure. So such evaporation converts the liquid refrigerant into vapor refrigerant, and vapor refrigerant will be supplied again to the compressor. And again the same cycle repeats for several number of times till the time the low temperature will be created inside the evaporated space. So now let's see how these components are arranged inside the refrigerator. So this is how all the components of vapor compression cycle are arranged inside the refrigerator. So if we open the refrigerator, it will look like this, and the components will be arranged like compressor will be in the base section of the refrigerator on the back side of the refrigerator. Then above that there will be condenser coils which we can see from the back portion of the refrigerator. Then after condenser there will be expansion valve, or which is also called as capillary tube. After capillary tube there comes evaporator coils which will be circulated in the chiller section of the refrigerator and throughout all the other body of the refrigerator. And after evaporator coils, refrigerant will be again supplied back to the compressor. So this is how the components are arranged inside the refrigerator. I hope you have understood today's topic. If you have any doubt regarding this session, you can post it out in the comment section. If you are really finding the content on this channel interesting and helpful for you, then Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.